And then what happens?
So we go into the bedroom, and he's like, I'm tired, I'm stressed. I'm like, okay. So we go in there, and he says he's like, yo, can you give me a massage? And I'm like, okay. So he lays down. At first, at one point, he's laying down face down on the bed, and I'm massaging his back, and then he turns over, and then I'm straddling him, and I'm massaging, like he's facing me, and I'm, just like massaging his shoulders and so forth.
Okay. What happens next?
So after that, I'm massaging him, he grabs the back of my head, he pulls me down, and we start kissing. All of a sudden, because we were adjacent to the living room where everyone was in. So it was very dark. It was very quiet. So all of a sudden, when the door opens, of course, there's light, there's noise coming from the living room, pouring into where we are. So as we're kissing, I go to turn around to look back around, and he grabs my head. And when he grabs my head to turn it back around, I hear people coming into the bedroom. I didn't I didn't think anything of it because I've been with I didn't think anything of it. And I thought maybe someone had left something in the room. They were coming to get something out of the room. No idea. And as I'm turning around, he grabs the back of my hair. At the time, I had braids. I had braids at the time. So at the time, he grabs the back of my
Salakia, Akim, I skipped up. Salakia, she says she had braids.
head, and he wraps his hand around my braids, and he turns me toward him, and he pulls my head down, and I hear people coming in, and at the time I had a black dress on. I had a black, I guess, yeah, spandex back then. I had a black spandex dress on, and I'm hearing this noise, and I'm hearing these people come in the room, and he's like, relax, baby. And I'm like, what? And he's like, relax. And as I go to turn around and look back, because he has his hand in my braids, I can't physically move around. So I'm looking at him while I'm straddling him, and I'm looking at him face to face. And I'm like, and I hear people talking, and I hear people saying, oh, look at her, and her ass is fat, and this and that. And I'm looking at him dead in his eye, and I'm like, what's going on? Like, I'm like, what's going on? And he's saying to me, he's like, relax, relax, baby. These are my boys. I like you so much, I decided to share you with them. And when he said this to me, I was trying to lift my head up. I was trying to lift my head up. And as I was trying to lift my head up, he still had my hair, and he was holding.
Hey, Shalom. Real quick, I was watching this video. She's giving her account of the story that happened with the Tupac situation, which, we'll never probably really know what happened, but just goes to show you the different things that Jake is into, and even these Israelite women, because a lot of these women, they really like this kind of stuff, but she's, keeping the story that, it was forcibly, but when you look at, Esau's laws with this kind of stuff, they take it to court, and then, they'll decide if you're guilty or not guilty. If you're an Israelite man, her word versus your word, she's gonna probably win. But the Holy Scriptures deal with rape. They deal with all these different kind of laws. The Scriptures talk about, if the woman, if a woman is in the field which this is all pertaining to the ancient world. You know, we're not in those times anymore. But the scriptures talk about if a woman's in the field, you know, and you see her and you grab her up, you know, and basically you pay the shekels to her father or whatever, and then you keep her. That becomes your wife. In this society, that's considered rape. But in this particular case, you know, she's talking about this and that, and then she's, you know, if you watch the video, she's gonna talk about she was out of her mind and some crazy stuff, but she never says that she screamed out. The scriptures talk about if a woman, you know, if you grab somebody's wife basically and she's in the field and she screams out, you know, then she's going to be innocent of that charge. But if she does not scream out, then you know then she's going to be guilty. But yeah, basically, man, it's just you got to really be careful because you know, with the Israelite doctrine that keeps popping up. People keep talking about rape, 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 rape. Well, you have to go back to the Bible, and you can't be emotional about it. You have to look at the facts, you know, because Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, he's not dealing with our emotions. He's dealing with the facts. He's dealing with the things we were commanded to do. And, you know, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, the scriptures talk about his wisdom, his foolishness is 1,000 times greater than our wisdom. We can't even look at his face or any of that without dying. The scriptures say that too. And point I'm trying to make is you have to really be careful when you're dealing with these women, because it's all kind of demons, it's all kind of evil spirits on these women. A lot of the times, you know, they've been raped or molested. You know, it could be by a family member or something, and or maybe, you know, her whole life she fucked with grimy niggas, and now you get with her, and those spirits kind of get passed off on you because you're not, you know, being circumspect, or, you know, she's doing things that you like, if you know what I mean. And you really have to be careful with these women. And then a lot of them are they're just what's the word I'm looking for? They're just lying. They just lie. Just straight up lie. Anything to benefit them, she'll spend her whole life lying. And then once she gets to a certain age, you know, she wants to become a woman of God, a church woman or whatever, which that's a form of psychological warfare. So, hey, in a nutshell, psychological warfare has destroyed these hoes. Esau knows this. He's used them to destroy us too. That's why they become in charge of our communities. In 2018, you got a lot of these hoes waking up. You got a lot of them still sleeping. They're gonna stay asleep. But you got a lot of our women waking up to the bullshit and waking up to what's really going on in the chess game that's been played against them. They start to see that they've been used as a pawn, and you know, serves us right because we betrayed the love and the commandments of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Served them right. So, yeah, be circumspect though when you're dealing with these hoes and you're dealing with certain situations. You know, I'm not gonna tell brothers what to do with your woman, but you know, a lot of times you just gotta take the you gotta take the low path out. You know, you gotta be a gentle. Even if this bitch is a nasty rat, sometimes you just gotta be a gentleman about it. Okay, all right, because you don't want that fucking headache and that extra problem of, you know, her calling the police or calling some niggas or whatever. But that's all I had, brothers. You can this is a Vlad TV interview. You can watch it. Again, I don't know if she's telling the truth or not. It's damn near impossible. You know, you got our people on here real pissed off. Like, man, this whole, let me see. Salakia. Okay, well, it is what it is. Hey, Shalom, all praise to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'Shem, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders of the Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to you, sincere Akim Shalom to the